dream this life. It just appeared. None of this is me. I don't even know what I am. Growing up, everyone's told you're supposed to be a part of a team sport. You either were good or you weren't. I never jived with that. And it was like, that person's better than me. People don't want me on their team because they suck. Team sports, they force you to follow society's rules. But skiing offered this outlet that allowed me to measure my own metrics by myself. And it was all about style. It wasn't what you did, it was how you did it. It just took over my life. Skiing was what taught me how to be creative. It opened that door. If it weren't for skiing in my life, I don't think I would be doing anything that I'm doing now. It taught me that it's okay to have ideas. And gave me the tools to be able to do other things, which opened the door to music. To be able to make tracks and fail and learn and even to attempt it came from skiing. I don't really know how to play any instruments compared to someone who actually really learned them. Musically, I'm not that technical. And I learned the bare minimum of musical theory. That a scale exists. That's kind of as far as I got. I never learned the rules. I don't know enough to know what not to do. But I got lost in it. Growing up, I was never a car person. My first motor in my car blew up because I didn't put oil in it. I didn't even know to check the oil. I think there was always an interest in Volkswagens, but didn't know much about them. I remember when I turned 16, I was like, hey, Dad, I want to get a Volkswagen bus. And he's like, nah, don't do it. Everyone has this notion that mechanics is so hard. But then week one of owning my Volkswagen, I'm pulling the motor. That feeling of putting the motor back in the car and starting it up. All of a sudden I had this agency. I could fix it. The veil was lifted. When I was younger making music, I'd make a track and be super excited and then be super bummed because it wouldn't sound good. There was definitely an inner critic that was like, dang, this track sucks.
But now I feel like the inner critic doesn't exist as much. I'm learning to let go.
I don't really care anymore. It doesn't matter because I'm the audience. The only goal is to make some music. And really just looking for enjoyment out of the process. And whatever happens, happens. The music tells me where to go. It may be a synth sound that I'm playing with, and all of a sudden I find like the right tone of the synthesizer, so I go down that path.
That's the note we need right there, for the track.
You can't learn who I am by my music. There's not any like inner me that comes out. It's not a personal expression of any emotions that I felt. And I'm creating whatever sounds good at the time, and I feel like I'm literally just playing with sound.
But the cool thing about music is you can ascribe whatever meaning you want to it after the fact. There's all these feelings that come up when you remember what it was like making it at that time. It's not poured into the music, but you ascribe the meaning from listening.
It's like just a way to reminisce on life.
When I was young, skiing really shaped me as a person. It taught me how to care and how to lose myself in things, and how to really be creative, how to find bliss.
Life is so much more like an action sport, because you're not going to be the best. And skiing teaches you to find the enjoyment for yourself. It teaches you to come from an inward point. You ski because skiing is one of the most enjoyable things in your life. In order to own a Volkswagen, you can't just love the aesthetic. You can't just love being the guy that has a Volkswagen. Because that's like gonna fade. There's so many reasons to not like a Volkswagen on paper. They're old and they're rusty and they're pretty uncomfortable. They're cold. They're slow. Pretty much every other aspect in my life is so subjective. But Volkswagens have this objective realm. It's extremely technical. I don't get a lot of that logical reasoning, how one component applies to the other component to be able to arrive at some sort of conclusion. The bus also teaches you a lot about living and kind of certain, philosophies that carry over into every aspect of life, Like like now, we just ran out of gas. Volkswagens, they come with so many lessons that apply to the greater aspect of life. I'm not a patient person. Before driving like a modern car, I just want to get to my destination as soon as possible. But the Volkswagen said, hey man, slow down. You're either gonna make it or you're not. You can put your whole motor together and do it perfectly and still drive down the road and blow up. And learn to accept that. And learn to be there. I'm alive. I'm a human and I'm on this earth and I'm feeling things. I think a lot of people really get in this you can't love your own work mindset. It's somehow self-absorbed to listen to your own music. It's your music, that's your creation. It's for yourself. I think that's the point of music. I'm more awestruck every day that I'm driving my Volkswagen. Like, this car shouldn't run. You made it run, and when it's good, it's good. I very much live in a state of trying to realize that whatever captures my attention, whatever gives me that sense of passion, is what I'm going to follow at the time.
I think so many people get lost in the grand meaning of life. But I think it's much simpler. The meaning to life is to experience. Trying to fall in love with each little moment and doing things for the sake of it.